good day, Walt. Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your financial market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening. As we're here now on September 22nd, Monday, 2025, about 6:50 p.m. Before I forget, to all my Jewish viewers, Lashana Tova, very happy New Year, as they say in Hebrew. So, wish you all the very best. All righty. So in the market, I was surprised today, all right? Another great day. Nvidia and AI teaming up for a $100 billion investment. Pretty smart by Nvidia, because once they hook in there with OpenAI, I don't know that I want to be AMD. How much business you're going to do when you got the giant there throwing billions, $100 billion into AI to build these data centers, the necessary energy to get things going. You're talking chips galore. And that kicked Nvidia to I believe it was an all-time high today. You're also looking at the whole tech sector on fire. The metal markets, they weren't to be held back. The market has come to realize it's taken a time, but with the rate cuts and inflation still building as it is, I didn't say running, but building each quarter, each month, well, what that does is it weighs on the market. And the people that are saying they don't want to own dollars, which was down 30 points today, they seem to be moving into those markets for safety. Okay. Let's take a look at tomorrow's data for you. You're going to get the second quarter account deficit data, and that comes out at 7:30. They're looking for it to be almost 50% less. Let's see if Trump is going to be a happy boy with that tomorrow. Weekly retail sales from Redbook come out at 7:30. They've been running about a 6% gain. It comes out, I said, 7:30, 7:55. Sorry about that. S&P Global Group, the U.S. preliminary September manufacturing sector PMI comes out at 845. Richmond Fed updates the monthly manufacturing sector index for September at 9 o'clock. Fed Chair Powell, well, he's going to speak at 11. Let's see if he addresses all that's there. It's his first speech since the rate cut. The American Petroleum Institute at 3:30 comes out with the API numbers, and 4 Fed members did speak today. And to a person, they were for the cut. Some more aggressive, Stephen Moran, when asked the question, he brought it right up. Yeah, he talks to the president. He listens to the president's ideas, but he votes his own vote. Maybe. We'll see how that all works out. All right. So let's go back to the markets. In the grains, you were down today fairly hard. Part of what that is that while President Xi and Trump talked on Friday, no mention of soybeans, no mention of corn exports, nothing with China there. And I realized today was the day where they're telling you what the board of TikTok's going to be made up of. I'm going to repeat. They don't have a deal. They have a framework for a deal. These things can go ahead or they can fall apart. Framework is not a deal. The E-mini weekly S&P 500 index, if it closed right here, it's an all-time high. You can see how the market has been running. It's been relentless from the upside since the beginning of September. It's only had one break in it of any size, and after that, just every moment higher. The swing line is pointing up. You're over all the key moving averages, so it gives you the Bollinger Band as resistance. And like a great bull market, instead of getting over it, it runs right against it. That is bullish because in the end, it forces the slow stochastic to embed, and the market feeds on itself. The first good break in the market, I think the pros will buy. You lose the embedded reading if the red closes under 79, and that would give me the idea that we're finally into a correction phase. But there's a lot of people that are not in the market. You have stock share buyback. You got lower interest rates coming at you. You got people that have missed the market, and how many billions are on the sidelines waiting to come in, and they're not getting an opportunity. Got to put all that together. It's very important. And believe it or not, earnings season starts in October. Again, we're going to get some more numbers. It's crazy. Higher lows, higher highs keeps going here. The Russell, same thing. Embedded readings. I am just bullish. There's no other word that you can use with it. In the DAX, you refusing to drop down much. Be careful. If this market now clears the highs of last Thursday, you heard what I said, Thursday. That could give you the move where the market starts its apart to the upside. It's been fighting to stay right at the 100-day average in the 18 all the way through here. In the interest rates, they keep getting what? Higher yields, not lower, higher yields. The 10-year, the 2-year even. So even though you're cutting, and this is the market most sensitive to it, that in the futures, whoa, you're still adding yield back to the market. In the dollar, I'm looking to see if we get the failure at the 18-day average. If you get under today, Monday's lows, which was 96, 94 and a half, I think that that means that the pros will try to sell the rallies back into the 18-day average of close. They'll get out, I think, if today's high is taken out, if you first make the low. In the eurocurrency, until you take out this low that you made today, that could be where the market trying to bottom out on you and resume its uptrend to the 119.19 area. The British pound finding support again at the 100-day average. It was resistance back here, became support, went either way here, then became support on the pullbacks, and again it's becoming support. The micro Bitcoin got hit pretty hard today. If you take a look at what Bitcoin did, this is a pretty good sized break. We haven't seen one like this in a bit of a while, 2.63%. And I understand a lot of options were wiped out today and taken off books. In November, Brent, can we get through these lows and get into this area? That's the question to see, do we have a downtrend? Because right now the market has got the swing line up, but the bias down right across the board here, including the heating oil, which has a higher high, lower low, but I don't see a trade out of that. And in nat gas, I remain committed to the bear side. Haven't seen anything to take me out of that other than the market's oversold. So you need to get something going there, but I'm not seeing it at this point in time, which I think is good for us because your natural gas bill this winter probably isn't going to feel a lot of upside pressure if you keep your thermostat about normal. Now, remember, I do put out each morning at 7, well, actually at 6, I start recording my videos. Now, when I do my videos in the morning, I'm putting out trade recommendations, and I follow through with them from the trade rec to the fill, if I keep the trade rec open, to a stop out or a profit objective. We can sometimes take off percentages of long or short, why we're in the market, where we're at, and I think it's a neat way. And I send that to you before I do the videos. So everybody that's on that, be it my morning subscriber video, my full research, everybody's getting that first thing in the morning. If you want to join in and see that, just go to iraepstein.com, research. You move your cursor up here and take it the same way. It's iraepstein.com, research. I'm Ira. Again, Happy New Year to all our Jewish followers. Again, I'll see you in the other videos or in the morning flash update. You have a great evening.